guys going to the linebacker core?
It's going good. It's going good. Like I say, each and every day we're getting one step closer to where we need to be. So pleased with the progress our guys are making, the bond they're continuing to form in and off the field, in the classroom, every day in the building. Y'all have heard me say this before. We have a room full of nothing but football junkies in the linebacker room. So I love seeing it every single day.
You know, the linebacker is often looked as a leadership position on the field, but to see Dylan get the captain role, what does that mean for you? And what do you see him excelling at there?
I mean, absolutely. It's to see him voted as a captain by his peers, I think is a big deal because it's a compliment and it represents how hard he works. You know, Dylan Rozak is infatuated with being the best version of himself for this team, for this defense, for his teammates. You know, and so him being voted captain means his teammates have recognized that and they trust him to be a great leader. More importantly, a sign of great leadership is he does a great job serving. You know, and so I think all of those things together is what allowed him to be in the position he's in.
Brett said yesterday James Cruz is fully cleared to go. What does that look like on the football field with him?
It means we got another bullet in the gun. That's what it means. I think all of our guys are progressing really, really well. James Cruz is a guy that has so much ability. Like the sun is just continuing to shine brighter and brighter on him every single day. And so now that he's one step closer to just medically being where we want him to be, I can't wait to watch him play.
I know his arms are like +6 or something. He's got very long. Like, how does that help him? How have you seen that help him on the field to have that kind of?
You know, one thing about having long arms and just having length, I think is one thing that just gives you an advantage when you play the position we play. You're down there typically mixing it up with guys that are much bigger, much taller, that weigh much more than you, so having length is an advantage. And so that's one thing that I think helps him be the player he is.
And TJ was an addition, TJ Griffin an addition to your room. What's the process for you guys when you have a guy kind of mid-camp making that switch to get him up to speed? And what do you like about his skill set?
The process is this for me: give him a pair of floaties and throw him in the pool. That's what we do. You know, and when we throw him in the pool, we give him the tools that he needs to swim. And every day we throw him in the pool. We throw him. I'm a guy that believes in reps. You get better with reps. And so TJ, he's infatuated with learning the position, the approach he's taken from going from safety to linebacker. I'm so impressed with how acceptive of it he's been. And again, teaching him what we need him to do in the classroom. We go out there to practice. His pads are his floaties. The field is the pool, and we push him in. And he's getting better every day. He is.
He and Malachi both have DB backgrounds. It seemed like they would maybe complement some of the other skill sets. I know obviously TJ's young in his linebacker journey, but in theory, what can that coverage ability kind of add to enhance that room?
It just gives you mental versatility. You know, when you have the ability to understand something that's not within your position, but you've played it previously, I think it's an advantage. And so when you look at TJ, he's played safety in our system. So now he's just looking at the coverages and the fits from in a different set of lenses, which for him is an advantage.
You know, the Big Ten has changed some. It's still the Big Ten. I know Coach Bielema is a run the ball and stop the run kind of coach. What's that look like for your linebackers, and how big is that stat just for the team this year, slowing down the running game?
I think a defense is judged by if you can stop the run. So, you know, no matter who we're playing, we could get ready to line up and play Champaign Middle School. The goal is to stop the run. So, you know, no matter who comes in here each week, no matter who we get on a plane or fly to go play, the goal will never stop from being stop the run. You know, when I look at an opponent, the first thing I do is cut on their early down runs. So, you know, when you look at the Big Ten, I know it's a conference that prides itself on being physical and having a bunch of teams that can run the ball and ground and pound. Well, we're going to match that. We're going to match that. So being able to stop the run is a sign of a good defense. Being able to tackle the football is a sign of a good defense, and that's what we work for every day.